The outdoor booth is winding down to a close. The inside's still open for probably another hour and such, but now that I got some time, I'm going to jump on the TB350R with the Knox Tiltrotator, because I've actually never ran one, so we're going to try that out. We may have Lee out here on the camera help give me some pointers, but yeah, we'll just jump in there real quick and try to go through the controls. Let's see how well I do at this then. Like I said, I've never even ran one with the Tiltrotator before, so this is going to be a little different. I'm just kind of figuring out, they didn't tell me which buttons. Ah, okay, there's those. There's the horn. I got to use the little grabber thing here to man, I'm going to be really bad at this. Pick the rocks back up. I keep... Okay, the thumb spins it. I need to kind of figure out all the maybe I'll just use the bucket, because I'm going to take forever to get this figured out. I have to spend a little more time with it. It's going to be a little painful to watch on video. I want to try the claws again though. For those that have never ran a Tiltrotator, this thing has like 6 or 8 buttons on each joystick, if not a few more. Doesn't seem like the grip is... There we go. Oh yeah, that releases it. Now it's got rocker switches on the, I guess, the turn and the angle and stuff, so we'll just use like a regular excavator or something. This would definitely take a little getting used to, I believe, because yeah, this is, it's cool, but I am definitely not efficient with it at all. Okay, try not to hit Chad with the log. I'm not doing a very good job. I'm supposed to be stacking these up in the corner so we can load stuff out. I'll just do a better job of scooping with the excavator, maybe, so we can get this done today. But I've also never ran the TB350R, and it's really nice, smooth, and balanced machine. This is my first, I guess, reduced tail swing machine. I'm also missing my thumb, as you can tell. Sorry guys, this is probably extremely painful to watch, especially for the ones that actually can run Tiltrotators. It's just... Let's see if if I can grab this guy. I need to do a little better job at like stacking these up a little bit. It's so weird how like the muscle memory like tries to kick in. Like I keep trying to hit this rocker switch for a thumb, but it doesn't even have a thumb on the machine, but it's like, I guess it's just all what you're used to. I can definitely see where, you know, utilities and tight, there's their sign, like tight areas and quarters, this could be a pretty neat little asset. I definitely can see it where like the more like the tilt function would be nice for some of my swells and stuff that I do. I'll have to go get one of the track loaders in a minute and redeem myself that I know how to operate. Because this is rough to watch. I'm sure the tilt rotator also adds extra weight to the front of this. Like I said, this machine feels really stable for, and maybe with not having a thumb, it maybe balances out or on the additional weight and stuff there. Those open it. Like the interior in the cab, it's kind of got the same, I guess it's all the same screen as the 370 was. Like I said, I've never really spent any time just kind of sitting in them at shows on the Series 3 excavator, so they have really redone the interior. It may be a little less leg room in this one just because it is the reduced tail swing from like my 260, but it seems very minimal on how much smaller it is on that. And this machine isn't much smaller. I mean, I want to say it's maybe 800 pounds or something less than my 260. I might as well turn the bucket a different way if I'm going to try to film and do some of this stuff. I would definitely need a little more seat time before I feel comfortable actually running and doing anything productive with one of these. Yeah, I definitely like the tilt part of it. That could be really slick on grading out slopes and swells. And my problem right now, trying to use everything seamlessly, it would take a lot of learning curve time. We're gonna get the hang of these little claw things. It just seems a little weird. I think you can actually customize the order. I'll have to get the camera in here in a minute and show you the interior part of it, but there's 5 buttons on the front and then there's 1 button on the back. The first button on the top of the front of the control opens them up, then you got to hit the button on the back side, which I guess I could see you could basically just use your thumb and index finger. So maybe once I just learn what I'm doing, it'll make a little more sense. Camera in here real quick so I can kind of show everyone what I was talking about. But it's got, you see, you got 4 buttons and a rocker switch here and here. Then there's feels like 3 buttons on the back of here. So like to do the I'm going to try to kind of show the controls and what I'm talking about at the same time, but The left stick does all the, I guess you'll call that like the tilt, and then this does the swivel. But to open these gripper things up, you hit the button up here on the top left, and then the button underneath here is what tightens it up. So that's why I was saying at first it was kind of weird, but now that I got my thumb here and my index finger here, it kind of makes a little more sense with the way that it's located. And I think, like I said, I think you can go in here to these controls, like at your dealer or whoever installs, and maybe the Ken software guys, I think they can set your buttons up or controls up to your liking, I believe. But for some reason, that's the part I have the most trouble with, is these little claw deals. I gotta remember the thumb button releases and the index finger grabs. It definitely gives you a whole new appreciation for the guys that know how to run these, like just watching like what they can do with it. It's insane. This would be pretty neat to be able to dig a ditch like sideways like that. I feel like I'm gonna have to go get on one of the track loaders to kind of redeem myself as being able to actually run this stuff. So. I don't know if I'm supposed to put every one of the rocks over here. They just told me we're kind of cleaning them up, and then we got to level. I think we'll level everything off and put it back how it was. So this is kind of fun, kind of get a little behind the scenes on cleaning up some of the show. The indoor show is still going on for another hour. I may finally remember which direction these go by the time I get done. To me, this is pretty neat. I'm just out here with these guys that actually work for Takeuchi, just kind of cleaning up their spot and ending the show out. This was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had, is being able to come to the show with these guys and just kind of be a part of it or whatever. Meeting people, definitely the best part, but these guys are awesome. They're great to work with. They're super nice. And it's just been an awesome experience for me, just getting to know all of them and kind of going to dinner at night with them and just hanging out or whatever, and kind of hearing about how they got into it. And most of these guys have worked for this company 15 plus years. It seems like there's a lot of them that have been here long term, so but it's been extremely enjoyable. And that's why I tell everybody and kind of joke with them is I cannot believe how sore my lower back and legs are from just standing around all day talking to people on a concrete floor. I feel more sore and worn out than after I've worked for 10 or 12 hours running a machine. So it's just, I will say that this side of it is a lot more work than just being able to come to the show and check out the booth. I mean, it's just, we get here an hour or so before it opened, kind of get some stuff set up, film a little bit. I actually since I drove my truck, we had to actually use the fuel tank in there to run and get some fuel for these machines. So you kind of got to get them fueled up, get them ready to go for the day, and then it's just kind of like non-stop people once the show opens and stuff. So yeah, my hat's off to these guys, because it definitely makes it, you know, it's more work and stuff like that for sure. So it was always fun for me, which I still really enjoyed it or whatever, but I could definitely see how the shows are, there's a lot more involved to it than what a lot of people think, just trying to prep stuff, get stuff ready. And like right now, I mean, I'm kind of just messing around, but we're actually supposed to be kind of cleaning up, and then I think they're going to leave, I think they leave the machines in this lot, and then they have a trucking company that comes in probably maybe Saturday or over the weekend and picks them up and hauls them back down there to Georgia and stuff. So they just kind of have to get everything kind of staged and ready to go. So it's just a lot of tear down and breaking down stuff and getting it packed up and then heading on back. But yeah, this has been pretty much been a dream come true working with these guys. I've always been kind of a big Takeuchi nut and fanboy or whatever, so I was kind of geeking out being able to just like hang out in the booth with him and go to dinner and stuff like that. So it was a very, very cool experience for sure. Jump off here, let somebody else on it, and then I may go grab one of the loaders and just try to slick stuff up that way, and I'll try to get a little more content of that, and we'll catch you guys in a bit.